Good afternoon, it's 25 to 1, it's Friday. I'm off work this afternoon. I'm going to go at the campsite. Excuse me, I've just been into Sainsbury's, get my supplies, and I've got some bits to make a lemon drizzle cake. Now, I've got an oven in the back and a full can of gas, but I never use it. When I cook, I either use the air fryer or my camping stove. I don't know why, I've just got into that habit. So this week I thought I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to have a go at baking a cake. It's been many years since I've done it, but how hard can it be? But then it is me we're talking about, so that remains to be seen. Anyway, yeah, the sun's actually out today for the first time. Well, I can't remember how long it's been now, but it's nice to see the sun. I can only hope it's going to last the weekend, but I won't hold my breath. Yeah, I'm going to go up to Hertford and just have a relaxing weekend, really. Just put my feet up, watch some films, maybe, well, bake that cake and just enjoy it. Just calm down a bit, you know. I'm feeling, without going into too much detail, I'm feeling on edge, a bit anxious, a bit worked up. You know, obviously the whole breakup thing is still burning inside me, but earlier on this week I got the call from the hospital saying that I've definitely got sleep apnea and I've got to go and pick up my CPAP machine on Tuesday afternoon. So hopefully once that gets underway and does its thing and I sleep a bit better through the night, maybe my blood pressure will start to drop and things will start to calm down. But at the minute I'm just feeling, don't know what it is, just slightly agitated for no real reason. I slept all right last night as far as I know, but I don't know, I can just feel that anxiety, that very start of panic coming in, and you just don't have a reason why. You know, I'm not feeling panicked mentally, it's my body that's gone into this mode. Anyway, that's enough of that for now. I'm going to head up to the campsite, get set up and enjoy my weekend. Now look at that, would you believe it? I just said about it being sunny, first time in God knows how long, and now just as I'm heading to Hertford, to the campsite, it's getting really fucking cloudy. I'm sure it just follows me, I'm telling you. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was quite a nice morning as it goes at work today. The sun was out and I managed to cut my bowls green, and that's quite one of them jobs that I quite enjoy, to be honest with you. There's something quite therapeutic about working on fine turf. Right, the next thing I got to waffle about is I've been doing a bit of research about getting myself a new camera, selling the GoPro that I've got and getting a new camera. And the reason being, I like the GoPro, don't get me wrong, it does what I need it to do, but because I shake quite a lot, you can notice it, especially for some reason when I go and film inside a building at one of the churches that I do, you can see the tremble and I don't like it, I really don't. So the camera that's been recommended to me is the DJI Pocket 3, I think it is. I mean, it is quite expensive, but I quite enjoy what I do. I know I don't get a great amount of views on YouTube, but I enjoy it. It gets me out and about. I get to, I don't know, have a bit of a natter with a camera. You know, it's just something I enjoy doing. So I've been doing my research on the DJI, and it comes highly recommended, especially with the stabilisation, you know, because it's got his built-in gimbal. I think that's a great idea. I mean, maybe the GoPro is not set correctly or something, I don't know, but when I look back at some of the things that I've filmed, you can see the tremble quite bad, and I don't like it, you know. Plus, with me, I've got you're going to laugh at this, I've got a leg shorter than the other, so there's a bit of a bounce as well. And you see that as a I don't know, a bit of a wobble, I suppose, on the camera as well. I don't know whether that will this new camera will get rid of that or make it less prominent. I don't know, but I think it's worth a try. Like I say, the reviews that I've been reading and the videos that I've been watching on it have all been pretty good. I don't need it to be an action camera, more of a vlogging camera. I know there is better stuff out there, and I mean, yeah, I'd love to have that, but I'm not exactly a world-class YouTuber that needs expensive equipment. But I think a new camera is the way forward. Maybe not straight away, a bit later on in the year, maybe before I go up to Whitby for me holiday. I will get it then, so I can get some nice shots of Whitby Abbey without it bouncing around too much. Something else I've been considering is doing my CBT and getting myself a moped or a motorbike or something, you know. I mean, I've never owned, well, when I was a teenager I used to have a moped many years ago, and yeah, that was it really. I mean, I enjoyed it. Stevenage is riddled with cycle tracks, and it was very easy just to charge around on a little moped around the cycle tracks, and that was fab. And I've just been thinking about it again for some time, and I like the idea of having a bike, as long as it's one that I can get onto, because I've got pins in my hips. I've got limited, you know, movement, so I need one that's a little bit lower down, perhaps. I don't know. I'll have to do a bit of research on that as well. But I like the idea of getting on a motorbike or a moped, doing a bit of exploring like that. You know, it's going to be cheaper to get to work. It'll just be a bit of fun. Plus, maybe it's another midlife crisis thing, like buying a convertible car. You know, maybe I should just do it. Right, I've been here for a while now, and I got set up and just got sidetracked. I repaired a cupboard door. I've just rigged up some lighting, and got the Amazon Fire TV thing stick working again. I've got a new SIM card now as well, a new one from Smarty, because the one that I was using before was from it was a Vodafone one, but called Voxy. It was the same network, but called Voxy, and I was just having nothing but grief with that, and it just kept bumming out. So I've got this new one, and it seems to be working sweet as a nut now from Smarty. I think it was about £15 a month or something like that, maybe less. And it's unlimited data, but it's a purely a data only SIM. So I've got the aerial up on the roof, and it's working no problem at all. I've just watched 4 back-to-back episodes of The Big Bang Theory on the Fire Stick, and it didn't drop it at all. It was absolutely fine. So I'll be chuffed to bits with that. If that works a lot better, I'll just stick with Smarty, and it's only a month-to-month contract as well. It's not like a 12-month one, so I can stop it at any point, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's nice to have really good internet again. I did connect to the site Wi-Fi, but although the Wi-Fi is there, it just says no internet connection. So fucking God knows what's happening with that, but they should really sort it out, shouldn't they? But never mind. I think there was a bit of writing in one of the booklets that I've got saying that it's mainly for browsing. It's not really good for watching stuff, which is fair enough. I suppose if all, let's say 200 caravans here are connected to that, trying to watch something, it'll probably bum out, won't it? So yeah, it makes sense. Anyway, I'm waffling. I don't know if I mentioned earlier. I did. I think, yeah, I did. I said I was toying with the idea of making a cake. Well, when I went in to get my supplies, I bought it. I bought the stuff. I've got a tin. I've got the caster sugar, the flour, the lemon, and The only thing I haven't got is weighing scales, but I will try guess. I've got some measuring spoon things somewhere, so that maybe they'll help. But yeah, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to have a go at making a lemon drizzle cake tomorrow, and utilising the oven for the first time. So that should be fun. I'll probably end up fucking making a mess, but you know, it gives me something to do, doesn't it? And from what the weather's saying, it is going to be a bit of a damp day tomorrow, so at least that will keep me occupied for a little while. Anyway, I'm going to go back and watch The Big Bang for a bit, and then I am going to cook some tea. A simple one again tonight. It's just going to be a steak and a couple of eggs and some mushrooms. And tomorrow I've got burgers. Not the healthiest, I know, but it's quick, it's easy, and hopefully I'll have a nice bit of cake tomorrow to have with the burgers. Anyway, yeah, right, I will bring you back shortly. Good morning, Saturday. Going on a amble down the town this morning, and I'm just going to have a bit of a rant. Just walked past a lay-by, and there's been a caravan in there for as far back as I remember, someone living in it. Caravan's now gone, but the fly tipped all their fucking rubbish, and there's quite a bit. I mean, I get living in a caravan off-grid on the side of the road, hard up, you know, of course, but bloody hell, take your rubbish away with you. It's not fair. Somebody's got to pay for that and deal with that. I think that sort of behaviour is outrageous, and that gives van lifers across the bloody, not just the country but the world, a bad name, leaving your mess behind. Disgraceful behaviour, that. Anyway, that's it. I'm not going to go on about it. I know I do. I want to try and enjoy my day if possible. Got my supplies now, just having a quick walk around the canal before heading back to the van, and then I'm going to attempt making my cake. Right, I'm going to start my lemon drizzle cake. I'm not going to film it all because I've got no stands, I've got nowhere to put the camera, you know, so you can oversee what I'm doing, but I'll show you what I've done already and what I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So there's my butter and caster sugar, self-raising flour, a zested lemon. That's about it. That's how I'm going to start off. I've got my eggs and my mixer and everything ready. So I haven't baked for many years, and I've never used the oven in here neither, so I don't know what's going to happen. The only thing I've had to do is a little bit of a bodge. It's a bit of guesswork when it comes to the caster sugar and the flour, because like I said, did I say? I can't remember now. I've left my weighing scales that I've got in the garage. They were in my old van, and I never sort of put them in this one, so it's a bit of just throwing it together. We'll see what happens. Just a bit of fun really. I just wanted to have a go. So anyway, let's get on with it. I'll bring you back once it's in the oven, I guess. Right, cake is in the oven. We'll see what it turns out like. The only problem I've got a thermometer in the oven, but it hasn't got a lot of control for the temperature on the oven. It's either minimum or maximum. So yeah, it's not very good. It's probably not ideal. Well, it's not ideal for baking, is it? I would have done it in the air fryer, but the loaf tin that I've got is too big, and the air fryer is only a mini one. I've been watching some videos about making cakes in an air fryer. I might have to get a bigger air fryer, you know, just to cook some more bits and pieces in. But I will only be able to use it when I'm on an electric hookup, because the EcoFlow is not going to be powerful enough to run a big air fryer for a long period of time, unfortunately. It's a shame, because I would like to create some more stuff. It's either that or I upgrade the oven, but like I say, I don't use it regularly, so I don't know. We'll see what this one turns out like. It might take a little bit longer to cook. I've turned it well, yeah, it's meant to be 180 degrees, and it's slightly above that at the minute, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm waffling now. I will bring you back once we do the great reveal of my dodgy fucking cake. Right, the cake's out the oven, and it ain't that bad, but I think it could have done with being in for a little bit longer at the correct fucking temperature. But like I say, I don't have a lot of control over the thermostat. But let me show you. I didn't want to leave it in any longer because the outside would have gone well, even browner than what it is, and I didn't want it all to go crispy. But I think the inside is well, I don't know, it might be fully cooked. I don't know. Let me just have a cut a bit off and have a taste. Let's have a go. Oh, actually, that ain't bad. That's not bad at all. Tastes very lemony. It's warm, moist. Yeah, that's not too bad as it goes. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with that for cooking in a van. Yeah, but it's a simple cake to make anyway, isn't it? Lemon drizzle. We can't really go wrong with that. Well, anybody else wouldn't go wrong with that. I bloody would. Well, yeah, cool. Right, that's that done. I'm going to sit down, put the telly on, and have a bit of cake now. Well, I made the error again, didn't I? I went and got myself a shower, and I was feeling pretty cold as I was walking back here, so I made myself a cup of tea, put YouTube on, and sat under the covers. And I've just fallen asleep for about 2.5 fucking hours. Isn't that great? Oh, mate. Well, I did have a bit of a rough night last night, to be fair, so I've managed to top that up a bit with having a bit of a doze. And now I'm making my dinner. I was going to go sit back in bed and eat dinner in bed and put a film on, but I think I'll be asking for trouble if I go and sit in bed. I think I'll just end up falling asleep and, yeah, waking up really early in the night or something. So I'm going to sit right here, eat my burgers that I'm creating, and I'm watching some YouTube. I'm going through some anxiety videos at the minute, just watching people's experiences and some therapist stuff, and it's quite interesting, and I can quite relate to what they're talking about you know, about the feelings, and you know, how my anxiety levels go up when I'm around people, and sometimes the feelings in my body can just come on for no reason whatsoever. You know, it's really bizarre, even though the tests at the doctors and the hospital have come back clear. So yeah, I'm quite relating to what they're talking about, although there is a link between the blood pressure medications that I'm taking and anxiety, and I really do believe that they are affecting me, so that may be worth looking at as well. I don't know, but I definitely suffer with anxiety quite bad. If you watch the Breakup Journey channel, then you'll see how anxious I get. Sometimes when I'm recording these clips on this channel, like right now, I can feel the anxiety in my body, but I try and hide it. You know, I hope I don't come across too anxious on the camera when I'm doing this, but it's there, it's all the time, and some days it's worse than others. Some days it's completely well, it just destroys me, you know, but I try and push through it. So anyway, yeah, that's enough about that. But if you're interested in that breakup journey thing that I'm going through at the minute, then I'll leave a link below to my other channel so you can follow that. Videos are not as long, but they're just me getting things off my chest from each day and how I'm feeling. So there we are. Anyway, yeah, burgers are nearly done. I am gonna put a film on. I'm currently going through all the Star Wars films again. I know, it's sad, but I've done the first 4, and I'm on Empire Strikes Back now. So I'm gonna put that on. Yeah. Good morning, world. It's Sunday. Just been and had a shower, got my breakfast cooking. I didn't do much last night, as it goes. I watched Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman film, and that's fucking brilliant. That is. I like that a lot. And then because I weren't tired, I started to scout through YouTube again, and I've been focusing a lot more on this anxiety stuff that I'm suffering from. All right, even when I'm not feeling anxious mentally, my body is still anxious and tense and weird, you know. So I've been watching loads of videos of help and advice, you know, and other people's stories on anxiety, and there's some stuff that they do that I'm going to have to implement into my life. I don't want to be one of these people that just hides away, you know, and worries about everything. Like I said to you before, going to the supermarket, I feel overwhelmed in the fucking supermarket sometimes. It's just too many people around me, I get tunnel vision and I need to escape. But if I stop doing it, then it's just going to be avoidance, isn't it? And everything that I used to enjoy in my life, I'm never going to do it again. You know, I want to have the ability to go to a pub for dinner or a restaurant or a cafe or something, but at the moment I'm just fearful of all the bloody people, and that makes me miss out on so much stuff, and will do, you know, for my remaining years. So I've got to get on top of that. So one step at a time, I'm going to start implementing things and hopefully progressing forward. That's the plan anyway. Anyway, what else have I got to report? Not a lot really. Like I said, watched Wonder Woman, watched YouTube, went to sleep, got up, had a shower, and now I'm slowly putting things away and getting ready to shoot back to Stevenage. For the rest of the day, I don't really know what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. Wait and see what happens, I guess. Next week, back at work again. Tuesday I'm going to pick up my CPAP machine for the sleep apnea, which is something I'm not looking forward to, but if it's going to help me out, then so be it, isn't it? I think the more I moan about the way I am, it's not doing me any favours. You know, the only person that can help me is me. So I've got to get back on track with eating some form of healthy diet. Through the week ain't too bad. Sometimes I have a dinner with Sam, you know, he'll cook me tea, which is nice of him. But every time I come away to a campsite at the weekends, I end up cooking fucking bad food. Like now, I've got some leftover sausages, I'm having them, and yesterday making the cake and that. But it's not doing me any favours really, is it? I need to either get back onto the chicken and broccoli full time, or just start counting my calories again, you know. Otherwise I'm just going to be stuck this way forever, and it's not good. Anyway, I'm rabbiting. That's it for now. I shall bring you back when I've got something else completely uninteresting to talk about. There we are, another one over. Amazing how quick these weekends go. Every day at work don't go like that. I wish they did. I wish they went quick, but it's only the weekends, isn't it? Anyway, I'm headed back to Stevenage now. I didn't do any filming again this morning, really. Just, you know, it's just pointless. We've seen it all before, the campsite and everything. I did do a bit of van maintenance. I put some wood back up on the wall, which had come off, and I put some of them you know, those storage nets that you put on the walls. I've put a couple of them on the rear doors on the inside there, just to tuck some stuff out of the way, which will come in handy, because storage is at a premium. Even though I've lived in tiny vans, this one's a lot bigger, but you still end up running out of storage. But that could be my own fault, just by having stuff that I don't bloody need. You know, I think you do. I think I'm going to go through it once the weather gets better. I'm going to clear everything out in front of my garage, and then see what I really need in here and what I don't, because I'm sure there's stuff that I could put away. You know, I think the biggest storage thing that I've got, the biggest thing that I carry, is me solar panel. My new solar panel that I bought myself for Christmas. That is quite a sizable thing. I didn't think about that. Maybe I should have got more of a compact one, but never mind. I'm not going to moan about that. Yeah, I can't remember whether I mentioned that I bought a Smarty SIM card to replace the Voxy one that I had in the back there, and I did give it a good test over the weekend. And like I said, last night I watched Wonder Woman on Apple TV, and yeah, I had no problems whatsoever with that. Plus I've been watching bits and pieces on Amazon Prime Video. I've been watching Big Bang Theory, and then I went over to YouTube, watched loads of YouTube as usual, and it all worked absolutely fine, no problems whatsoever, no buffering. But like I said yesterday evening, I was gonna go rest up and I was gonna watch Empire Strikes Back on Disney, but for some reason it struggles with Disney. I don't know whether Disney puts it out at a higher bit rate or something, I don't know, but every time I was getting about 3 or 4 minutes into the Star Wars film there, and it just kept coming up with a circle like it was buffering, you know. I couldn't keep watching it like that. It was just too much. So like I say, maybe the internet connection is not fast enough for Disney, or I don't know, but everything else seems to work fine, no problem whatsoever. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with the SIM card. It's just a shame about Disney. Not that I watch too much on Disney, to be honest. It's only really for the Star Wars stuff and Marvel stuff. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm really starting to look forward to some nicer weather now. I mean, I'm not a great lover of the heat, but I'm just fed up this year. Well, this year it's only just begun, but I'm just fed up with the winter months. You know, I get suffering the fucking the breakup and the health issues and all this crap weather. It's just doing me in now. I long to see some nice blue skies and a little bit of sunshine and a little bit of warmth, and I don't know. Yeah, it never usually bothers me, but this winter, yeah, it's proper doing me in. I'm just looking forward to the nice weather and getting away for a bit somewhere, you know. I'm going to plan something for the Easter weekend. I'm not going to go to Whitby at Easter. I'm going to wait until, you know, kids are all at school and all that sort of stuff, you know, so I can avoid busy periods. Do you know what I mean? Be a bit quieter through term time. So yeah, Easter, I don't know. Maybe find another campsite to go to or something. Who knows? I'll figure something out. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to some nice weather, because this is it's just starting to get on my bloody nerves now. Everywhere's just wet and damp and muddy and cold and horrible. Thought about quitting my job when I was going to be moving to Wales, about getting a driving job down there, but do you know what, I don't know whether I could hack it. I think the stress on the roads is getting a bit too much nowadays. There's a lot more traffic on the roads than ever before, and a lot more idiots, plus in Wales there's a lot of 20-mile-an-hour zones. I think it would just, no, I think it'd get my back up and create a lot more anxiety than I've already got, you know. So no, I'm glad I didn't pursue that. I don't think I ever will. I don't think I'd want to be a driver. Not now, you know. Too old, too many people, and too fucking grumpy. Right, so I got back into Stevenage, right, about 5 minutes ago, and went and had a look at the Beetle. And like an absolute plum, I've left the rear windows, both of them, completely open, right down to the bottom, all fucking weekend. So it's wet inside the car. Not too much, but it's not that bothers me. It's the fact that I'm in Stevenage, and at the minute we're going through massive car crime. You know, people are breaking into the cars, stealing, well, what they can, and yeah, just being complete arseholes. And I left it unlocked like that. Usually, like on the old Beetle that I had, the rear windows didn't open, but because that's a convertible, obviously those rear windows do. And I left them both down all weekend. I can't believe that. What a fucking idiot. I'm so lucky that the car didn't get touched. There's nothing in it to nick anyway, it's completely empty, but it's not the point really, is it? I mean, it's just an easy target for someone to get into and ransack if they want to. But there we are. Yeah, anyway, I'm back in Stevenage. I'm going to take an amble over to the shop, get my supplies ready for the week, and that is it. So I'm going to say goodbye now, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing next weekend. Ain't got a clue. Ain't got that far. Don't know whether I'll be back at campsite or go and visit somewhere. No idea. We'll just wait and see what happens. I am considering doing a bit of filming through the week, putting something together, you know, just to show you what I do through the week. Break up the content a bit, you know. I know I've called it Gary's van life, and it's not really van life anymore. It's just a mixture of bits and pieces. Do you know what I mean? Me out exploring, and I don't know. It's just more of a vlog about me. So I might even change the name of the channel. You know, I don't want to give people the wrong idea that it's all about van life. It isn't. It's not. It's not what I'd call van life. I live this way just to survive. I'm not out and about travelling the bloody world like a lot of them are. I'm just doing this just to keep the costs down. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, there might be a revamp coming of what I'm doing. I do want to keep doing YouTube, but maybe it's time to start doing other things with it as well, you know. Anyway, we'll see. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.